Hello, my people. You don't recognize this room, right? You're probably wondering, why am I spinning? Number one, and what room am I in? Did I leave my office? Am I with a new office? What's happening? Well, let me show you. Good morning, my people. It is almost 5:15 a.m. As usual, I'm getting some coffee brewed because I might fall asleep if I don't. Because, low energy Bob is back. Okay, my people, it is 7:20 a.m. I'm on my way over to the office, but before we get there, we have to make a pit stop at the Hyundai dealership. I'm in a different car if you haven't noticed. I'm taking my mom's car to get an oil change. That's part of being a son. You just gotta take care of your mother's car. So that's what we're doing. And then while I'm at the dealership getting my oil change, I have to get a CMA done for a new prospect that I talked to last week that I have completely forgotten to do. So I'm gonna get that done, get it out, and then I'll probably be out the dealership by 8:30, and we'll still prospect and get the rest of the day started. This is why you always get up early, because you simply have more time in the day, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. I'll see you at the office. All right, guys, I don't know if you know this, but I'm a car person, and I've been seeing the Genesis commercials for way too long to be at a Hyundai dealership and not get in here and check it out. So let me show you. It's actually kind of nice in here. Look, it's perfect. But at the end of the day, it's a Hyundai. Even though it says Genesis, it's a Hyundai. And the car man in me just won't accept that. All right, my people, we are back in the car, and apparently all mechanics are extremely tall because I got to spend 7 minutes bringing the seat up. But nonetheless, it is currently, what time is it? It is 9:10. That took a while, but in the meantime, I was able to get a lot done, sent out that CMA, and I also started looking up some houses for my buyers. I got about 70% of them out the way. Right now, I have a lot of buyers, which you don't realize how much time it takes to work with buyers until you have like 7, 8, 9 of them. And you're like, God dang it, that's a lot of work. So we made it in the office. We've been here about 10 minutes. It's almost 9:30 p.m. And we're gonna finish up looking for houses for my buyers and schedule some showings for this afternoon. And then actually somewhere in between that, we have to get on the phone call with a client of mine and discuss an inspection report that came through over the weekend and see what repairs he wants to make. That's what we're doing right now, and I keep getting sidetracked by a lot of the Kobe news. If you guys don't know, I'm a very big fan of basketball, so when we got the news that he crashed with the helicopter, broke my heart. I was in between like 2 different showings at the time. This is Monday, so it was yesterday. So it's heartbreaking, but one thing to remember is it was a sad day, but everyone's back to work today, right? So, and at the end of the day, life goes on, so use your time wisely. That's all I gotta say. So if you're sitting here complaining, stop complaining and use your time wisely. I guess that's the message. Also, today I'm gonna show you guys the podcast setup. We're almost ready to go live. I got a couple of people lined up. All I'm really waiting for is 2 little side tables to show up, and I might buy a poster in the middle to put up for it. And other than that, we are ready to go. And if you're enjoying the videos, please just take just 1 second, like the video, and leave a comment and subscribe if you're not subscribed. If you're part of the red marker thing I did last time, thank you for the time, and you'll be getting one of these real soon. All right, we got something special going on today. So right now I'm negotiating I don't know if you call it a luxury lease. They're asking $5,000 a month for it, for the rental, and I have clients prepared to pay $47,000, and they have a showing at 3 p.m. today. So what I'm going to do is, we initially counted $43.50, which is very low. What I'm going to do now, because we have a 3 p.m. quote deadline, I'm going to call up the agent and be like, hey, we can give, instead of the $43.50, forget that. I can give you $4,700 today if you give me an answer by 3 p.m. that 47 is going to work. So I'm actually going to try to record that with that camera. So let's see how the convo goes. It is currently 11:34 p.m. and what I'm doing right now is preparing an email on behalf of my client of exactly what inspection repair request we would like to make. I just spoke to him over the phone, and just to make my clients' lives easier, I go through the inspection report and then I pretty much word everything the way we need to get the repairs we need. So I'm gonna get that done right now. The reason I do this is because I wanna my job is to make everyone else's jobs much, much easier. So if I can just type out exactly what repairs we need when I send it to the attorney, all he has to do is copy and paste. This ensures, I should say, that there are no mistakes or nothing is missed or any of that good stuff, because I am taking care of it from the foundation before sending it out. So that's very important. And now let me get back to work. Hello, my people. You don't recognize this room, right? You're probably wondering, why am I spinning? Number one, and what room am I in? Did I leave my office? Am I with a new office? What's happening? Well, let me show you. This is gonna be used as the new studio. And this is the setup we're working with. It is freezing cold in here. So if I'm like holding my breath, that's just because I want to keep the heat in, because nobody uses this space so they don't heat it. This is the beginning step of the setup right here. We got 2 chairs for me and the guest for the Chicago Business Podcast. Now allow me to explain exactly how I got a private office for free for my podcast. So one of my favorite sayings that I'm pretty confident I came up with this was, if you don't have the resources, be resourceful. For example, this came about when I was doing a video tour, but I couldn't afford a cameraman and I didn't have a luxury car, but I was able to get all of that for free. And the car we got was a Porsche, 2018 Porsche Panamera, so beat that. Anyhow, so here's how this happened. In real estate, you learn sales, communication, all this, but you also learn what's called value adds, right? It is so cold in here, guys. Whew. I am shivering, so that's why my voice is kind of going out of pocket. Anyway, so you learn about value add. So I started thinking, I need a space where I can record a podcast. Now, is this podcast about me? Yes, it's the Chicago Business Podcast, and I'm the host of this here podcast. But how do I speak to the owner of my brokerage and have him agree to give me a certain space I can use for my podcast? Because he doesn't have to. You know, this is his building. He could rent this off to somebody for $500 a month any day of the week, but he's giving it to us for the podcast, right? And the way I did is I simply, no gimmick, no this bull. I simply went up to him like, hey, look, I have this idea. I want to film a podcast. I'm going to call it the Chicago Business Podcast. Here's how it's going to work. So I shared everything with him, right? I'm like, I got all the equipment. Now I just need a space. And I figured, I'm like, look, why don't you use this as a recruiting tool when you're getting new agents in? Because all new agents are told create content, build content, make videos, do this, the other, but no office truly provides a studio. So I was like, look, I have the equipment, you have the space. Let's put it together and make it shared to everybody. So I only really need this space for 2 hours a week. For the rest of the hours, other agents can come and use it. So it's a value add. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you get what you want, is by helping other people get what they want. Now, I'm going to get out of this freezing office and go back to work because we still got a lot of things to do today. It's pretty much noon. I've been in this office for about 2.5 hours, right? And I just noticed a note that was left on my desk by a fellow agent who's a really, really good friend of mine. And it just made my day. So I'm going to go give him a call right now because the note just said, keep hustling, keep doing your thing. It is currently 1:30 p.m. and we're about to start making cold calls. I'm only doing the cold calls right now just to keep myself accountable because I haven't done them in a while. And I always feel unproductive when I don't. And I'm waiting for my cold calling partner to pick up his FaceTime, which he eventually will. Brandon, when you watch this vlog, understand that you are holding up the vlog right now. All right, guys. So it is...
Cold calling live?
What?
You got me cold calling live?
I do. Ever look at Brandon? He's cold calling live. I'm not going to do it today because... I don't know. Is the screen even on you? Oh, it's on my hand. I haven't really made any phone calls today, which is making me feel bad. So I'm going to call these 2 for sale by owners just so I can sleep at night. And then I'm going to get back to editing a couple of videos, podcasts, all that good stuff. So today's been a day where I'm spending most of my time here and at the desk. And as you can see, I'm looking at properties and I got my podcast exporting as we speak so I can put it to the video and get it going. This is only the audio portion. So right now it is currently 4:11 or something like that. And at 7 o'clock, I have 2 showings. So that's really all I got going on today. Between now and then, I'm just going to chill, relax. Most of the work is done. The inspection is taken care of. The rental didn't really go well with the negotiating. They counted at $4,900 and they're not moving. So that's where we're at. And we'll see you guys at 7. Oh my goodness, it is the, hold on, boom. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is, I shouldn't say hello. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is 7:55 p.m. I just wrapped up 2 showings and I just got off the phone with the client for a showing we're supposed to schedule for tomorrow. And it's looking like one of the properties I showed today, we might put a contract in, so fingers crossed it works out. Nonetheless, the day is over. It's 8 o'clock. I'm headed home, and we're going to do this all over again tomorrow. So stay tuned for next week. Please like, comment, subscribe. And if you watched it this far, go ahead and say advance auto. No, no free advertisement. You know what? I want you to say, if you watched it this far, terrible lighting. Say that, and I'll know you watched this far. Have a great day. Bye-bye.